Some crazy stuff going on. Let's talk about it. Gypsy Rose is free. Let's talk about her boyfriend, the one that helped her commit the crime on her mother. He got life in prison. She got 10 years. He got life. Wow. And she left him, by the way. So he gets life in prison for doing what she asked him to do. And she leaves him. She just ups and leaves him. That is insane to me. Well, when you unalive somebody, prison is where you should be. That's your home now. It's crazy that she only got 10 years and he got life. But imagine doing something so terrible for somebody and then getting life in prison, and then they're like, you know what, we're done. That's it. Woo! And all the stuff that she's posting, Gypsy, she's not all there. Talking about how people are jealous of her boyfriend. I don't know if you've seen her boyfriend. Not really sure what there is to be jealous of. But she's telling people that they are jealous of her now boyfriend or husband. I don't know if they're married or not, but she's not mentally. She's not there all the way. Then you got the documentaries. How many documentaries does one story need? Everybody knows the story. And if they don't, well, you can look up one of the 2,000 documentaries on it. That's a crazy amount. They're like milking it. They're going to milk this story, and they ain't done either. Now that she's out of prison, they're going to keep making them interviews. They almost worship this girl. I don't agree at all with what happened to her as a child. I know if anybody abused or did anything to my children in any way, you know. But she was at a point where she was old enough to leave. She had a boyfriend, could have took her away, but they decided to do that. And now she's famous for some reason. That's the problem in our society, is we take mental illness not as a disease or a sickness, but we celebrate it. We celebrate mental illness in this country, and it is out of hand. Look at the LGBTQ, LMNOP people. We celebrate that mental illness. And it's not going to stop at Gypsy Rose. Next topic, aliens in Miami. 10-foot tall aliens in Miami, by the way. They had the biggest police. Did you see the video on how many police cars were there? The police response was insanely huge. And they claimed that it was because of teenagers fighting. You don't get over 60 police cars in a helicopter because teenagers are fighting in a mall. I don't believe it was for a fight. Maybe trying to cover something up, like a shooting, because there were, bangs that they called fireworks. But something being covered up. Do I believe it was 10 feet aliens? No. As a matter of fact, it might not have even been a shooting or anything. It could have just been a cover-up, and let me explain what I mean here. I don't know how recent it was. I'm pretty sure I can get on to Google and find out, but a part of the Epstein list was released with some celebrity names on there. And somebody was like, hey, let's get this big police response out here. Let's put out somebody saying that they saw aliens. Let's get their minds off of this pedophile list. That's exactly what it is. You start to look one way and they say, no, 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 no. Look this way. That's exactly what it is. Every time something big and important happens in this country, they tell you to look the other way, and like sheep, we do. Nobody's allowed to think for themselves anymore, and it's sad. The government wants to think for us, and the government runs all the schools, the media, and that's why it's so important to pull your children out of school. It's so important to do homeschool, because I cannot tell you, it's so important. Why would you let somebody you don't know teach your children anything, really? Then you got media, mainstream media like New York Post and CNN making fun of parents who do homeschool. It's sad. They're trying to make up your mind for you. And a lot of people let them do that. Wake up early in the morning, go to school for 8 hours a day, learn whatever the government's putting in your head. You come home, spend maybe 2 hours with family before you go back to bed, and wash, rinse, repeat. They are in the process of, and they have been for a long time, creating little robots that will grow up, continue to get up early in the morning, continue to make money for the big man, spend a couple hours at home with their family, wash, rinse, repeat. One last thing before I go. Have you guys seen the video of Madonna on her new tour? Celebration or Celebrate? I don't know what the tour is called. But holy cow, how is she not embarrassed? It's sad when we got 65-year-old women dressed like that, dancing like that in front of everybody on video. I don't get it. And we got 80-year-old presidents. The current one, which he doesn't even know his own name. Anyway, what I'm getting at is people are claiming that people don't agree with Madonna's dancing because of ageism. We got an 80-year-old president. We got people in our government who started in like late 1800s and is still in the government today. The senators, and take Pelosi for example. Good Lord, she's like a walking skeleton. Speaking of presidents, has anybody seen the vice president lately? You know, the female vice president, the one that, you know, doesn't do her job, because I haven't seen her in a long time. Like, she just kind of disappeared. She's probably hanging out with her rappers again. If you know, you know. Anyway, I'm not going to waste any more of your time. God bless. Pray for our country. God knows we need it. Pray for our children. Pray for our enemies. God bless.